Babes in the First Division, really. 6 Scots in the side, though. By far their most experienced player, Mark Wallington, the goalkeeper, who is in fact the club captain. As for Liverpool, a change for them in the number 8 shirt, where Sammy Lee comes in for the injured Jimmy Case. Otherwise, it's business as usual. David Fairclough, again the substitute. And the referee is Brian Stevens from Stonehouse, and now is Hugh Johns.
He gets us away. The all-red outfit of Liverpool attacking the goal to the right. Leicester City wearing white shorts and blue jerseys. Pitch in beautiful nick here at Filbert Street. Looking really good for an entertaining afternoon's football. Offside flag. Catching Kenny Dalglish a little too far forward. And now it's Goodwin in. Hanson was there first. Souness. Kennedy, the through ball. Larry May is there for Leicester. And he dawdled about with that. Souness was in on him. Sammy Lee was there. The free kick was given against Souness, though. But that was a wee bit casual of Larry May. Wallington taking the opportunity of taking a feel of the match ball. And here's a newcomer there. Was Billy Gibson, number 3. This is Wilson. Gibson didn't really mean that, but it worked. Smith robbed by Souness. Souness there again. Smith gets back. Now it's McDermott as Dalglish starts a run. Tommy Williams covering. Young. Back to Peake. And Melrose gets his first touch of the game, I think. It's a good one, too, to Goodwin. Melrose going again. Finally robbed by Kennedy. It's a foul by Williams, holding Alan Kennedy back. Thompson for Phil Neal. Lee. Neal again. Sammy Lee's got no chance with that. O'Neill. Souness. Ray Kennedy. McDermott. Got 2 to use out there. One of them's Dave Johnson, who attacks Tommy Williams. Drive to the near post. That wasn't so very far away. I think Wallington had it covered. Took his hands away, rather like a batsman with the ball leaving him. You'll see now that Johnson comes inside, makes the opening for himself, but that shot was always beating the post. Really is quite alarming for a young side like Leicester. But they're not looking overawed. That was Wilson in. Peake back in again. Melrose up. Touchdown. Young. And Melrose. Oh, there was the scoring of a goal there. There was the scoring of a goal for Leicester then. It really should have happened. Young across, Melrose, open goal, and he sticks it wide. Unlucky for some. Souness then. It's a lazy pass. Peake down to Smith, back to Peake. A wee bit long, the intention was right. Alan Kennedy for Liverpool. To Ray Kennedy. Back again to the fullback. McDermott coming away off Wilson, but not too far. McDermott was pushing and shoving. Free kick goes against Liverpool. McDermott, double Footballer of the Year. Players and football writers both voted him top man. Smith getting a touch, Souness getting the clearance. Johnson aiming for Dalglish. O'Neill will be there first. Lays a good ball off to Williams. Peak. Young made something out of nothing then. Wilson, lovely control. Goodwin. Melrose getting away far post, but it goes to Peak first. Andy Peak. And that's Gibson. Melrose. Gibson following up. Liverpool in a tiny bit of disarray from time to time here. But that ball out from Lee sends Dalglish into the corner. Chased by May. Dalglish looking around for support. Couldn't beat May. Big cheer for the local hero. Oh, crikey, that put Wilson in trouble on the ball from Lee to Souness. Now Dalglish. McDermott to his right and forward. The chip for Kennedy. No, beautifully pushed around by Wallington, and his fingertips were all that prevented a goal then, because Kennedy was on the line behind him, waiting. Glorious chip ball from McDermott, but look now across the goal to where Kennedy was. He was waiting for a gift until Wallington put it over the bar. So Lee with the corner. High hanging ball. Harry May didn't get it clear. McDermott. Gibson down. Neil drives one. A lot of bend and dip and swerve about that one as well. I think Mark Wallington is entitled to be a little bit upset with his defence. Thompson and Young. Drops for Peak. Hit forward for Melrose. Must hit this. Clements saves at point-blank range. There is no luck, there is no justice. Certainly not as far as Jim Melrose is concerned. He might have had a hat-trick up to this stage of the game. Absolutely point-blank. That was a lovely lifted ball through. Melrose is away from Hansen, and Clements, the ball almost struck at him. Goodwin. Wilson. Ran into trouble there in Neil. Now it's Souness. Dalglish. Kennedy. Johnson calling on the far side for it. Ball delivered back in for McDermott. It was a dodgy moment then for Leicester. Push in the back by Phil Neal. Free kick to Leicester. Coming down to the areas of half-time, about 2 or 3 minutes to go. And Leicester, let's look back and reckon that they've made more chances than Liverpool. But they're still scoreless. Here goes Peak, setting himself for the drive. Oh, what a goal! That is beautiful! Andy Peak, his first ever First Division goal. He'll never score a better one. And he's beat one of the greatest goalkeepers in the world from what? 30 yards. 1-0, the first goal of the season for Leicester. And he took it as coolly as any veteran. Makes the angle and says, voila, look at the bend and curve on that. Clements had got no chance. What a goal. Thompson, good header. Wilson. Ball back to Neil. Souness. Neil. Ray Kennedy. Souness. Now Alan Kennedy. McDermott hurrying to try and make some space for himself. Immediately closed down by Wilson. It's Goodwin. Touch for Smith. Comes to Melrose. Bobby Smith. Challenge from Hansen. Now Williams. Goodwin. Williams. Wilson. Gibson. Goalkeeper's ball. Nevertheless, the build-up then, the passing movements were good and positive by Leicester. McDermott. Dalglish, hard hit pass to Neil. Dalglish trying to find a little space for himself. There he goes. And O'Neill stuck to his job. It was a corner away, but John O'Neill 7 consecutive caps for Ireland. On that side to stay, certainly in this side, making a big impact. Lee then for Neil. McDermott. Souness. Tries one. Beauty. Well, that was a very, very good effort from Souness. There were 2 men on the line behind Wellington, but he had to make that save. Neither of the defenders would have got there. The accuracy of it. Beautiful stuff. So was Wellington's save. Super sub David Fairclough is coming on for Sammy Lee. And Jim Melrose is coming off to be replaced by Martin Henderson for Leicester. Liverpool played 60 games last season, lost only 10 of them, all 10 away from home. 3 in cup ties and 7 in the first division. Andy Peake, ball into Young for Williams. Young again. Alan Kennedy. Well, Alan Young reckoned that that was an acceptable foul, as it were. Referee Brian Stevens didn't reckon so, so into the book goes Alan Kennedy. Williams with the free kick. And a chance for Smith. Oh, and he wasn't too far away. That was a good try. Clements went up like a cat and was scrabbling for it. Wasn't too far out. Took it first time as it bounced there. It wasn't too far away. So that's a throw in to Leicester. Young. Oh, nice touch. Wilson. Good ball. On to Young again. And Liverpool having to scurry back. That came off Neil. Goes for the corner. Perhaps should have been a more telling pass. Neil puts it behind the corner, takes up his post. Guarding Young on the near post. Henderson in there as well. O'Neill ready to come in from the back as Smith takes the corner. Doesn't reach any Leicester player at all. McDermott down for Neil. Alan Kennedy, big one. May pokes it forward in there again. And once again, Thompson was highest. Hansen. Hansen, those long legs, powering him forward. Lays it off for Fairclough. Early ball in. O'Neill got a boot to it. And that was off Tommy Williams' head. Corner, left side. So once again, the pressure mounts on the Leicester side. Guarding a 1-0 advantage. That given to them by Andy Peake. There he is on the near post. That's just about where he put the ball in the net, too, against Clements. Dalglish to take the corner. And a good positive jump by May. Souness. Dalglish looking for Hansen. And Wilson is there. Oof. Wellington did well against the challenge of Alan Hansen. Big lofty lad. Fine international for Scotland. Several games. One of them, of course, soccer. And there he goes in as Wilson tries to knock this ball back to Wellington. Hansen stayed there all the way and nearly got a toe into it. And there's the goal from Henderson. 2-0. Out of nothing down the park. Quite unbelievable. Liverpool are behind. Well, 35 minutes. Henderson, the substitute, comes on for his first division goal in English League football against the league champions, and now Liverpool are in real trouble.